This war wasn't fought only on the battlefield, not just in mud, rain, and barbed wire. It was fought inside money itself. World War I was the greatest hidden financial operation in human history. While artillery lit up the sky, another war raged behind the curtain. Banks, gold reserves, bond markets, and the ruthless arithmetic of nations. Soldiers were dying, but the real battle was in the balance sheets, and these balance sheets still shape your life today. In 1914, Europe was ready to explode. Alliances, rivalries, imperial dreams. Everything waited for a spark. But here's the truth. To launch a war this massive, you needed insane financial firepower. Leaders chose war, and they left their people with debts that would last a lifetime. They said it would be over by Christmas. The war turned into a financial nightmare in a single week. Money didn't just flow, it flooded, drowning the entire system. Europe was on the gold standard. Money could be converted to gold, meaning governments couldn't print freely. The problem: war was burning money far beyond what gold reserves could sustain. The result? Governments threw the rules into the fire. They shut down the gold standard. In one move, they severed a century-old link between money and metal. In that moment, the heart of global finance was rewritten. Money broke away from reality. Its value was no longer metal. It was government promise. And governments got drunk on their new power. Print, borrow, spend. This was the invisible ammunition of the war. Germany sold bonds to its own citizens. Posters screamed, "Invest for the fatherland." Millions handed over their savings. And after the war, it all turned to ash. Britain was luckier. London was the world's financial capital. But even that wasn't enough. The solution? American banks. Yes, even before the U.S. entered the war, Wall Street was financing the Allies. Do you know who the real winners of this war were? Those who manufactured weapons, and those who issued loans. While blood spilled in the trenches, banks collected interest. Russia's financial system was a cardboard box. A single shock collapsed it. The Tsar didn't fall only on the battlefield. He fell to inflation. When the war ended, Europe was drowning in debt. The U.S. was drowning in gold. The center of global finance shifted from London to New York, without firing a single bullet. But the real destruction wasn't over. Crushing reparations shattered Germany's economy. Hyperinflation exploded in 1923. A loaf of bread cost billions of marks. People revolted. Extreme movements rose. Bad financial policies didn't just break economies, they broke regimes. Britain made a fatal mistake, restoring the pound to its old gold value. The outcome? Unemployment, crisis, unrest in the streets. They protected their prestige and crushed their own people. All of this formed a chain. Debt, inflation, collapse, chaos. And those links are still unbroken today. World War I taught governments something dangerous. Money can be created. Debt is limitless. People adapt to anything. Truth is optional. And that's why today you shouldn't be surprised when central banks create trillions with a single keystroke. Its roots were planted in 1914. Real wealth isn't the numbers on your screen. Real wealth is understanding the system, seeing through the illusions, resisting manipulation. Because history tells us something brutally clear. In a financial war, the first to die is the saver, and the powerful. They're always on the winning side of the table.